Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video for my tapped out subscribers. And this is another tapped out. This is a top 5 list. Well, obviously we do top 10s quite. I like to say quite regularly, but I haven't done one in a while. The reason being, as I've been very busy, and I do apologise. These tapped out videos, they're not hard to make particularly. They just take me a little bit more time to make. And unfortunately, time consuming is something I'm not overly fond of at the minute. But this was a video that was suggested by Apperson, or Apperson, 222. How many twos there are, I don't know. But basically, we're going to be doing the top 5 friend prizes in tapped out. Now, the friend prizes, honestly, I thought are a good idea. I do like them. They're a little challenge. I think they are a bit too hard to get, especially the later ones. The first like 3 or 4, they're reasonable. I felt the Stampy was like the Stampy, and I think the Cool Lisa. They were like you had to be determined to get them. So let's go into, this is obviously the top 5 best at the minute, and there'll be a video either next week or the week after with the top 5 worst. But I think the majority of them are pretty good. There are just some that are a bit awful. So I'm just going to do some quick honourable mentions, so to speak. So number 1, these are just 2 honourable mentions. These just slightly missed my list. So first of all, we have the little black box. I thought this was a really little cool, cute building, but unfortunately, I don't think it quite makes the list. The other honourable mention is Stuart the Duck, just because I think he's a really quirky and quacky, unusual character, and I thought he was so cool when they added him. I was over the moon. I remember like I did a video, an ideas video. I was like, oh, they should add Stuart the Duck. He's cool. He looks cool. He'd be really cool if he was, walking around town carrying that thing. So I was really happy with that. But let's jump into our actual 5. So number 5, this is the top best, by the way, as you can probably tell by the title, is actually Homer's car. Now, the reason I put this is, it's a decoration, right? But the reason I put it in is because obviously it's a very iconic decoration to the Simpsons world, the Simpsons universe. Obviously, in the opening sequence, we see Homer's car, don't we? And it was a bit of a mystery why it hadn't been put into the game, at that stage. And introducing it into the friend prizes was perfectly acceptable, I think. It would have been nicer to actually have the car sooner, but that's the reason I'm going to put this as number 5. It's just mainly because it's such a cool decoration. It'd be nicer, yes, if you could place it on the road, but that would complicate things, I imagine, especially if you were wanting to maybe drive around. I do think they should do that eventually. They should add like a feature onto all the cars where you can have a particular character drive them. That'd be very cool. So yeah, number 4, I've gone with Stampy. Now, the reason I went for Stampy was because honestly, I like his character. I remember watching the episode with Stampy in it, and I enjoyed it fairly. The original Stampy actually only came with I believe it was 2 or 3 tasks. It didn't come with many, and then eventually there was an update where it was basically given a full set of tasks. So that kind of changed it on my list, I guess, in a way. I do think he is a really cool character. He's got a cool set of tasks. He's very a unique character, obviously being an elephant, and yeah, I like him. He's just a bit hard to get, I think, especially with all these ones are pretty hard to get though. Number 3 is actually KBBL. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't come with I don't know the host's name. Bill and Marty, that's it. Bill and Marty. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't come with Bill and Marty, but however, I still think it's pretty cool. Obviously, you can do the different shows, and it's just like the Channel 6 News or the other one, is it Crosby? No, not Crosby Studios. It's just like Channel 6 News, obviously, and a bit like the betting, I guess, but where you basically, it's a building that you can do a task in, and then it earns you money. And the fact that it does that is pretty cool, so you can choose when you get your income from that for that building. And I generally think it's a cool looking building as well, and one that fits in very well with the town. Number 2 for me and some people might find this a bit unusual, is actually E.A.R.L, or E.A.R.L, which is the lighthouse that sits in the water. Now, the reason I love this prize in particular is because it's mainly to do with its uniqueness. Yes, it doesn't earn money. Quite rightly, a lighthouse doesn't earn money, but it's the uniqueness of the item itself, which I really like, and I think it looks so cool in the sea. I think it's the one of the best features, in my opinion, in the sea. And I'm very passionate about E.A.R.L. I just love it. I've been wanting them to. I remember way back in the day when there was no such thing as the boardwalk, and I remember I made videos on another channel, and I was like, oh, I want them to add a prison in the water. Oh, I want them to add a lighthouse in the water. And when they added E.A.R.L in, for me at least, I was very grateful for it. And then we come on to the number 1. So number 1 on my list, can we have that drum roll? It says Mr. Teeny. Now the reason I put Mr. Teeny here is because I feel like his character is he's a very recognisable character for a starter. Obviously being kind of Krusty's sidekick / pet. I think he had like 4 tasks or 3 tasks. It's similar to Stampy, and then they added a full set of tasks to him again, which is okay. I just think in terms of Stampy, he's more recognisable. And honestly, I love Mr. Genie. I'm a fan of monkeys in general. And I just think he's a really cute, funny, original character. And honestly, the tasks he has are pretty decent. I mean, there's not the best of quest lines. I'm not too bothered about quest lines in general. I don't particularly like the quest lines. I know they're the only thing that really give it a bit of story. But yeah, I was really happy with Mr. Teeny. It's definitely my favourite friend prize so far. But obviously there will probably be more in the future. There'll be more friend prizes to come. So we'll have to see then. Right. So anyway, guys, that's it for this list. I hope you enjoyed, but so if you did, please obviously like and all that good stuff and subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned next week, I guess, for the top 5, sorry, worst friend prizes. So thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.